Lockup.
Welcome to Mom's Talking Shit podcast. I'm Toni.
I'm Stacy.
And tonight we're talking Love After Lockup, Season 3, the season finale.
Yeah, we are.
It was awesome. Let's get started. So, Christina decided to wake up this morning and look at John and say, it's time for me to go back to jail.
She did. It was really sad. She took it like a soldier. She said her goodbyes to everybody. And I'm going to be sad. It's sad for me to see her go in.
It was sad. I think her family is more relieved than sad because they're all convicts in the house and none of them want to go back to jail.
No.
And her sister surely was. Like, if she doesn't turn herself in, she's got a day because I'm going to turn her in. So I think she was waiting for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, they were relieved. I do feel so sad for Christina, though. I feel like she would have been more successful if she didn't have to go to the halfway house.
Yeah, it's set up for failure.
I kind of agree. I think John would have probably kept an eye on her and kept her busy and tried to make sure he didn't stay in that or get in any trouble. But here we are. I do also feel that he brought her back just so he could consummate the marriage.
But she seemed like she wanted to, too.
Oh, sure. But they were like, we got to at least keep one more. Well, she decided to do drugs before consummating the marriage.
Oh, that was kind of because she had to be stuck at the halfway house.
Oh, she couldn't visit him at all?
I don't think.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't think so. Like, they got in trouble for going to a restaurant.
Right, I remember. But I didn't know what happened since then. Like, if they just weren't allowed to see each other. But
they weren't allowed to see each other, but I think he was, like, stashing money on her route. And that's how she was getting home.
Yes.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right.
Yes, correct. So she did end up going back to jail. Turning herself in. Everybody was bawling. Everybody was very sad for them. But do you think that if the sister had a chance to jump in her spot and get it on with John, do you think she would jump in there?
In a minute.
It's 11 months. The whole family's going to be living there.
11 months till she gets out. She might try to jump his bones.
That's what I was wondering. And I also think that maybe if he didn't have the family to take care of because they just moved in, that they probably would have, as his truck says, Bonnie and Clyde it and just hit her out at the house and maybe just taken off or something. So I've been watching this whole season and I've been meaning to bring up to you, have you noticed that John is a youth service professional?
What the hell is that?
That means he's doing something with kids. And he said he's been in jail. He's got the pen in his hand the whole time. And he's with a convict who's a drug addict. So, just watch who your kids are around.
That's crazy. Okay, mind blower. All right, okay. Who's next?
So let's go on to Quaylon and Chevelle.
Man, Chevelle gave an ultimatum. He said he wasn't ready. He said he wasn't ready. She said, but she was ready when you was in jail, though.
Right? Having my daughter call you daddy and shit.
Yeah, and then her mom was like, she didn't feel good about their relationship. But then he showed up to surprise her.
At the very end.
He was a creeper, though, in the window. I ain't gonna lie. It scared me.
I know. Knocking on the window. Hey. He took a peek too. Was making sure there's another guy in there. I thought he was going to pull up and there was going to be some other dude.
That'd have been hilarious. It'd have been the guy in the video.
Right. Lamborghini Mercy.
The guy in her video that she has music videos. Okay.
Yes. So, well, first and foremost, she shouldn't have had her daughter calling some kid or some guy, man, daddy. While he's in prison, and that's not her daddy. You know what I mean? Uh-huh. And she keeps saying, you wanted my daughter to call you daddy and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But that's not something you do to your daughter. So don't look at him and blaming him because he was saying he was okay with it. And now he's not in the picture when she comes out or when he comes out. That was not the wisest parenting move that goes on.
No, he totally jail talked her. But now he's back. Let's see if it works out. It might. I mean, he told her, give him some time.
Well, I think they both played the game pretty well. He was like, I'm going to take off, go do me for a minute, figure out if this is what I really want. And she was like, okay, well, you do you, and I'm going to cut you off for now until you came back. And he came running on back. So I want to see them work out.
I thought they were promising at first, and now, it may happen. We'll see.
It was his sisters getting in his head and trying to hook him up with another girl. I told you I don't like that shit.
Oh, I don't want had to threaten her. Like, oh, if you need me, let me know. Where was you at the whole time he was locked up? He might not have had to, lean on Chevelle.
Right. Yeah, she was there holding him down. So I do want to see them work. I want to see him work.
Me too. All right. What about Scotty Doesn't Know and Lindsay?
Go for it.
Well, first off, Terrible came over.
Terrible?
I'm sorry, Terry Bell.
Terry Bell.
Terry Bell came over to visit, brought her girlfriend makeup. Turns out she's really her girlfriend.
Like as of 6 years, girlfriend.
And Scotty doesn't know.
No, he does not.
And you know what? Like, I don't think he cares. I think he cares, but I don't think he cares to dig.
I think just as long as it's not another man, he would be okay with it. But she's got to tell him. If he finds out, he's not going to like that shit.
No. I mean, she's buying furniture. She loves stainless steel. It's her dream. Is that a jail shit? Because they got stainless steel in jail, don't they?
Yeah, I think they do.
Wouldn't you be tired of seeing that shit?
Oh, no. Well, it's supposed to be fancy, don't you know? But little does she know, it's a pain in the ass to take care of.
Who you telling? I'm tired of seeing fingerprints on mine.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. So Tara Bell and Lindsay have been together, I guess, for 6 years. And were they locked up together?
Sometimes.
It almost sounded like that. Okay. And so now she's out, and Tara Bell said that she was worried that if she had to choose between Scott and her, that she would choose Scott because she does prefer stainless steel appliances. So for the end of this, her daughter finally moved in with them, which I was really happy for them. And I hope I don't really care what she does with Scott, and this might be a shitty thing, but I hope she stays constant for her daughter and that she's there for her because her daughter's very excited.
But we already know, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, that she's been in and out a few times since filming this.
I forgot.
That's word on Reddit. All right.
Okay. So now, do you think that her daughter stayed there or moved back in with the grandmother?
I hope the grandmother took her back.
I hope so, too. And I must say, since we are bringing up the two that have the children, daughters, mind you, and then are having these convict men, or actually not even convict men, these men, and they're moving their daughters straight in the house with them, Dr. Phil always says that's an absolute horrible idea, by the way.
Absolutely.
That the statistics of them being molested are very high when they do that. So I just thought I'd mention that. Not saying that they are, but you're not supposed to move in a random person with any of your kids because you never know what they're going to do to your kids until you've known them for a long time. So they're jumping straight out the gate and moving their kids in with people that they don't know. And I just don't think I'm digging that.
It's terrible enough with people that you've known for a long time and they turn out to be those crazy people. But yeah, exactly. You don't know them at all. It's hard.
Right.
I don't think you're thinking about it. And yeah, I got better choices.
Yeah, okay. All right. So do you think, well, I guess I was going to say, do you think they make it, but you know that they go out of jail, and I'm sure he's going to sit there waiting for her. So,
I don't think they made
I have another question. Well, do you think that she ended up telling him about Tara Bell?
I think she priced all the filming.
Oh, now
Kissing in the attic.
Oh, no. Oof. Okay. So let's move on to Maurice and Jessica. My favorite.
Oh, the wedding day, the car runs out of gas, but his friend saved the day, and it was beautiful.
He was like, run, and his friend went running.
It was gone.
And then he's like, I'm going. And then I was so happy for him because when he came back, he was still running. He took that shit seriously. That's a good best man.
That was a great, great, great wedding. It was so pretty.
It was a gorgeous wedding. So the wedding happened. Maurice was on his way over. The car broke down. Jessica was kind of annoyed, like, oh, it's our wedding day and you broke down. But Maurice came. The wedding was gorgeous. Jessica's sister showed up to the wedding, which we've heard about her throughout the entire season and how much Jessica wanted to rebuild the relationship between the two of them. So I was really glad that she showed up.
It was so cute. I'm so happy for them. And did you see Pops show up to say hi before the wedding?
He did, and he went and he introduced himself to the entire family, who all seemed up to Maurice's family. They all seemed so happy for them on both sides. I love this union.
Me too.
As we know that we saw that Jessica doesn't have the greatest past. You found some things on Reddit. So that she also got in trouble for. You want to tell us about that?
No, I'm not going to tell you guys about that, but you can search it if you'd like to.
Okay, yeah, check it out. You can check it out on their Instagram page.
I got Slack.
But she's got she's got an interesting past. He's got an interesting past. But the fact that they're together, they seem so happy, so in love, and so ready to start a family and move forward on the right path together. I'm ready to support, and I can't wait to see them on Life After Lockup.
Me too. I'm excited.
And with the baby.
And the baby came.
Yes. It was a boy?
Yes. And what was his name? Malik?
I think that's what it is.
It was adorable.
Yes. So congratulations to Jessica Maurice. And everybody seems to be getting along and merging well. Beautiful wedding. And I can't wait to see what happens for them in the future.
Me too. All right.
So how long does it take to lose a man? 2 days. Took 2 days for Dylan to walk out on Heather and not turn around. But good for him because he's got a gorgeous apartment. He found out that if you sell solar panels, or at least are marketing for solar panels, that it's more money than selling street drugs. And he wished he was knowing this all along because he never would have went to jail. But he had a really nice apartment.
It was really cute. I think his mom and him helped him, right? Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know if his mom and them helped. I honestly have no idea how he got his apartment. But at the end of it, they did show a lady walking up the stairs trying to show suspense. Who is it? Is that Heather? But no, it was his mom coming in, checking on him. But it was such a nice scene because they were there cooking a healthy, delicious dinner together in the beautiful kitchen. He just seems so humble and happy and doing well. So I'm really happy to see him that way. And then, of course, Heather, did you get to see that, what her new career is?
Heather is taking photos and looking different in them wigs. I will say the wigs look better.
Yes. I'm wondering if she keeps her hair short for the wigs.
She looks rough.
To slick it back.
Andrew Dice Clayish a little bit, but she looks really rough without him, and she's psychotic. So he needs to, I guess he's lucky that she left him alone.
Right, because I thought she would have taken it more to the stalker level.
Oh, yeah.
And gone a little bit out there, but clearly I guess it just wasn't meant to be. But she was saying that he came out of jail. He was touching her. She didn't feel a connection. I don't really...
In 2 days.
In 2 days? Well, I guess you should feel that
When
connection straight off the jump. With Aunt Diane in the way. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think she's all kinds of bitter because she's stuck at Aunt Diane's house and he's got a beautiful apartment?
And a fiance?
Well, yeah, now. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so now he's engaged. We didn't get to see her in the episode, but we do know that now that the season's over.
Yeah, they're both looking for love, just not with each other.
And do you know what she does for a career? Isn't she a nurse, or she just dressed like that for Halloween?
I think it was just Halloween, girl. Instagram picture.
Yes, okay. All right.
But
so
yeah,
that's
he
Dylan
seems to be
and
doing good. I think he's not back in, so that's good.
Yep, good for him. And I think he's going to stay out too. He's going to keep selling them solar panels. So if y'all are looking to save some energy, give Dylan a call.
Hit him up on Instagram. All right. So how about Destiny and SHAWN for last?
Yes. Break it down for us.
All right. So Destiny, SHAWN wanted Destiny to meet his kid's mom. He has 4 kids. Okay? With 1 baby mama. He wanted them to meet. Destiny was like, well, you better get 2 body bags because shit ain't going to go down you know, like you think it is. I'll smack a bitch. Okay. And that's what Destiny said. But they all meet up at a restaurant. And that's not how it went down. Kelly, Shawn's baby mama, did not allow Destiny to dominate that conversation. Go ahead and tell us what happened, Tony.
Well, not at all. Destiny was like, why do you got to call him all day? And Kelly said, because I want to. And neither one of them liked that answer. And all you have is Shawn sitting in the middle like, duh. Looking back and forth between the two. But I felt for Kelly because Shawn was only trying to defend Destiny and not Kelly at all. So it was definitely 2 against 1 and not a so good way because Destiny was defensive right off the jump. I
feel like Kelly did not hold no bar. She was like, I'd rather him be with someone normal than someone like you.
Yes, she did. And Destiny was like, I'm going to smack this bitch.
And she was like, do something.
Yes, I know.
She was not scared.
Neither one of them were. Neither one of them held it down, but they got up and walked out, and Shawn went running after her.
What I didn't agree with was when she was like, I should have fucked her up. And Shawn was like, did you hear him say, I would have bailed you out?
He said, I would have understood
you should have.
why. I would have understood why you did, and I would have bailed you out.
What a
that
piece
was
of shit.
A horrible thing to say.
So you would let somebody beat up the mother of your kids?
Both ways. It's horrible for that, and it's horrible for her to want to go back into jail.
Ugh, what an idiot.
Shit starter. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
But she said you've done bad shit, and I haven't. I have class.
Yes, she did. She put her ass down.
She did. She said, don't be a bitch to me. I ain't said shit to you.
Now, do you know whose problem this all is? It was Shawn's.
Yeah.
Because Destiny kept saying, I am not in the right frame of mind to meet her. Like, I'm not ready. I just got out of jail, and I need to pull myself together, because if I see her, I'm not going to be able to hold it in. And at this point, she just got out of jail. Yeah, they're engaged. They're not getting married tomorrow. I think they should have waited until she could keep herself together until they were all ready.
Yeah.
Like, it was too quick for her to handle, and she was telling him that.
She was telling him that, and I think, honestly, Destiny is she's about to go back in, so what the fuck's the difference anyway?
Right. What
Sorry,
a mess.
Spoiler alert, guys. Destiny went to court, and they told her that she would have to do some time. So she's preparing to do some time, and John is preparing to be her ride or die.
He's going to wait.
He's going to wait for her.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but he's an idiot, and I don't have any respect for him.
Okay, so did you see what they said at the end? They said that nowadays that she is still busy gambling with all of his money, and that he still talks to Kelly every day.
And that I saw 2 lines on a pregnancy test.
Yes, she said he's got another
pregnancy test. I don't know if I saw lines.
We did not see the lines, but for them to end it at the season finale and knowing that they can only either go after Lockup or just close the story, they left it like a cliffhanger, like they're going to be on the next episode.
They did. Right? I wonder if they're going to make it to life after Lockup. I think they will. Well, all right, guys. That's all we have for Love After Lockup Season 3 finale. Be sure to check us out. We're going to be recapping Life After Lockup. It's going to be awesome. I cannot wait for Toni to watch those. She's never seen those episodes yet. And it's going to be exciting to see who ends up on Life After Lockup for the season. So check us out on all our social media at Mom's Talking Shit Podcast. Our website, momstalkingshit.com. Thanks for all your support.